Man, you take good pictures, man?
Yeah.
Let me see your work, man.
To another episode of Creativez Only, man. I'm here with a special guy. Like I said, man, all the people that I interview, I got some type of relationship with. You know, we done broke bread or something like that. But, you know, this guy, he's not a photographer, but he does the fashion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm here with Sean, man, owner of Archive. You know, we here in the vault, man. Make sure if you're looking for any type of fashion, any type of streetwear, any shoes, anything you want, you might as well come down here to the vault because there ain't nowhere else to shop, man. If you shopping at the mall, all you doing is buying the same things that everybody else got on. Here at the vault, this stuff in here, the wall didn't change. Now, yeah. I'm mad I didn't do the video last time, bro. But the wall had a bunch of other stuff on it, you know what I'm saying? So, but we here to talk about you today, man. But make sure y'all go come to the vault. Make sure y'all go shop, man. It's good prices too. Good prices for sure for the ones that be acting stingy, man. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? We here to talk to you, bro. So I really just kind of want to, you know, talk about what got you into the fashion because I know you play football. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that too, because you know this platform is to talk about people being creative, and then also a big thing we focus on is like how you transition from one thing to another. Because a lot of people, they have a hard time trying to transition. You know, the people that get stuck, the football players, they get stuck in football. You know what I'm saying? So like, just talk about Sean. You know what I'm saying? Who is Sean? You know, where you come from? And then, you know, we kind of go from it off there.
So, yeah, on the fashion side of things, you know what I'm saying, ever since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, my people's always made sure newest Jordans, you know what I'm saying, polo fits, good, you know what I'm just saying, good dressing and whatnot. And I usually, you know what I'm saying, got everything I did wanted as a kid, you know, shoes-wise, clothes-wise. So going into, like, my teenage years, I just started buying a lot of pieces myself. And I really came up with the idea, like, my freshman year. I'm a senior now, so my freshman year I came with the idea, I'm like, I might as well start making my own clothes. So then I started seeing it kind of go crazy on TikTok just a little bit. And then I ended up getting an iPad and I'm like, all right, let me test this out, see what I can do. So I would say my first piece that I made freshman year, and I would say just knowing the basics and just me doing what I can, like interacting with other people, networking, I think I did pretty good, and that's what kind of got me into the feeling like, all right, I can do this for real. And looking at it from when I play football, and then the other side of it, my clothing brand, them the only two things I was really doing throughout the whole year. You know what I'm saying? I have a long stretch of time where I'm focusing on straight football, and another stretch where I'm still getting my brand work in. Really, I'm not gonna say it was easy. It wasn't easy for sure. Like
nothing is
focusing on the football because that take up a lot of time, and then going into trying to get my brand. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got a drop going on during the season. Come out of practice 8, 9 o'clock, gotta ship orders. You know what I'm saying? Gotta package up orders and stuff. So it for sure wasn't. So you doing all phases of it, because I asked that because a lot of people, we are in the space where everybody is something, right? But it's different levels of it, and it's not to diminish those that's on the level that they at, because everybody got to start somewhere. But you can't always start off at the top. You can't always start off with your brand doing 100,000 orders, and that's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? But talk about being an athlete, and then, you know, like you spoke on it, but like really go in depth with it, because as a football player, you got school, then you got practice, and then you got whatever little time you can spare for yourself. So talk about that part. Where you like, forget it, I'm gonna just, you know, jump into something different instead of just kind of chilling. So yeah, really, I would say the football, it took up a lot of my time. Like for this year or last year, I only got to do one drop, and because it's just football, you know, I played for a good school. You know what I'm saying? So they require a little bit more. It just took up a lot of time, and I wasn't able to get to my brand, or I was like late to a new drop or something. So it was like, scrap it, do what I can, and then I'll get back to it when the season ended. Now I'm a senior. My high school football career is over, so it's really like I'm focusing on my brand way more. Man, like the football, I feel like it's definitely my first love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go play football in college and shit, but I don't think that's what I feel like I'm gonna want to do. Like I know I'm not gonna want to go anywhere after college football. You know what I'm saying? So I want to that's why I was focusing on my brand more. I guess you could say I took my brand more serious than football. And when I say that, I mean I was just like working out like with the team and like just other team things that I wasn't required to do. I would rather go mess with my brand.
Yeah, you found something that,
but it's like
you found something that you like outside of football, and that's a good, a good part. Like I said, this platform is about transition from one thing to another. So, when did you really decide? Because obviously you said in the 9th grade, that's when you started the brand. But like, what was that day where you was like, you know what, I'ma still play football, but this is not something that I'm trying to do at the highest level. Obviously, you play football, you want to play at the highest level. I don't want to get that confused.
Right, yeah.
But it's just different levels of it because we all play sports. Everybody enjoys the camaraderie of teammates, and you able to build relationships.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But
A lot
at
of
the
good
same
connections.
time, it's a way for you to change your life. So kind of just speak on not taking the easy route would be football for you because you play for a good school. You got your head on straight, your grades is right, so you able to go to college for free in some aspect. But what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna just kind of put football on cruise control and really go 100 in on this fashion?
So I would say the end of my junior year, I started getting a little bit more buzz on my brand. Started getting a lot of like out of country orders, good opportunities for like just influencing things like modeling for other people's brands and stuff like that. So I know I can have a career in doing the whole wraparound when it comes to the brand stuff. So when I felt like it was time that I start focusing on my brand more, I would say at the end of my junior year after the season. But I really started, like how you say something and you want to go with it, but you just end up not happening. Going into the end of my senior year, I was like, all right, like, I don't know if I can keep doing the football thing because I'm seeing that the way that the clothing and the influencing and like just the good networking in the whole space was going for me. I'm like, all right, it's time.
So did you feel like you can still have that I don't want to call it football fame, but you can have that kind of influence without the football? Based off of what you were seeing because you was actively participating in.
Right, so yeah, I got a lot of like conversations. I had a lot of conversations about it with like some coaches, like younger coaches and stuff who know how it goes on in the world now with like the YouTube shit and all that. So they was telling me basically, you know what I'm saying, like I could keep playing football and I can use that as leverage along with my clothing and stuff like that. But I think it really comes into the fact of will I put my all into it in the football? Right. I just didn't feel like it was like maybe it was like the situation I was in kind of that probably put me in that state. But I just felt like my brand was making me happier than football. And I looked at a couple people, you know what I'm saying, people who were doing it big, like my guy Jay Mitch, he do Bottega Desires. Okay. He stopped playing football in college football, battling injuries and stuff, and he was a good football player, but he stopped playing college football and he went with his brand, and now his brand is doing good. So I look at different situations like that, but kind of in the same situation. Like I'm in high school football, it's not really as happy as I want to be with it. But this brand is making me happier. I know I could do both, but I feel like I would go farther and just strictly taking my brand and going all the way with it.
No, that's hard, bro, because it's funny that you say that, bro. And I guess because for reference on how me and bro even got, connected, we was on a bus tour, right? So we was on the bus tour. Bro had the Fail Society beanies, right?
Old brand.
And I'm never, I'm never a person that's just gonna buy something off impulse. I either gotta really like the design or like the person that's providing the product. So when I seen it had a beanie, I'm like, how much for it? Whoop, had it, and I got it. We've been locked in ever since. But it's just like that little moment, because again, you didn't really know who I am, and I didn't really know who you was. So I'm like, I'm just support bro, but it ended up turning into something bigger.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like networking and around this time, bro, networking is like key, especially like for camera work, for brand work, for influencing work, anything that has to like do with in like just the influencer or like the branding, like networking is key. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have been able to get done if I didn't know guys like you, camera guys, directors, you know what I'm saying? People
We
out
love
of
Flick.
my guy Jay.
We love Flick. You know what I'm saying?
Or even just guys out of state who I really don't even know that'll put me on manufacturers or like give me little tips along the way, you know what I'm saying, that they don't have to do. So it's like networking is key and it's just all genuine, you know what I'm saying? You never want to have no envious people around you because they, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what they're capable of.
Yeah,
so
and one thing I will tell you, because I always like being able to, you know, to give game when I wasn't able to get it, like networking is cool, but make sure you networking with the right people. Because a lot of people, because again, we in a day and age where everybody's an influencer, everybody's a cameraman, everybody got their brand.
Yeah.
But and that's cool. I love it. We all got to find some way to be independent. But it's a lot of people that's in the way, and they do a lot of perpetrating. So there's a lot of people with the camera. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cameramen, but it's not a lot of people that know how to work their camera.
Right.
So it's like it's a difference when you talking about certain stuff. So
Yeah.
I just, you know, I'm saying just a little juice because you my little brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something I wish somebody would have told me, because I thought once you kind of around people and you see people, especially on the internet, people make it look so good when you actually like lock in with them, and then you like, they not moving right, or they ain't got no morals about themselves. They just kind of doing whatever for whatever. You know what I'm saying? So always be careful of that. But just kind of talking about managing that, because again, that is a big thing to be a football player and to, you know, have your brand. So talk about the mental aspect of it, because that's something that a lot of people forget about. They think, oh yes, the physical. No, like when you doing different things and your mind start going into a different place, especially when playing football, if you ain't all the way locked in, you're gonna end up hurting yourself. But you know what I'm saying, if you a good player and you got people around you that make sure you good, you're able to kind of avert those hurdles. But you know, just talk about that mental part, because I think that's really important.
Yeah, so I had good guys around me, you know what I'm saying, teammates who cared for surely. When it comes to trying to mentally contain both of those things, and then along with the things like school and like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, I'm gonna say it was manageable to a certain extent. It's like, when I say that, I mean like different scenarios I could keep up with it on a day-to-day, but sometimes I couldn't. Like if I did have a drop going on and you know what I'm saying, I got customers texting me, stuff like that, but I don't get to my phone until 7, 8 o'clock. Now I'm texting them late at night. I'm trying to get it together. I'm trying to still be professional, as professional as I can, but at the end of the day, I'm probably younger, if not, you know what I'm saying, but I got a life too, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't have nobody that's helping you on the back end. You kind of doing everything up to a certain point.
Yeah, I'm doing everything mostly on my own. You know what I'm saying? I got supportive guys around me, like, you know, my cousin. He been a good help along the way. Some of my closer friends who really don't know nothing about it, but they helping me make them decisions. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to me about it, and then I'm getting my peoples on board. They really been on board with me. My mama support me through anything. You know what I'm saying? She done helped me. She done gave me her last to help me with my business before. You know what I'm saying? So
shout
it's like,
shout out to all the
like I can't.
That get a last.
Yeah, I can't wait till the day I can take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Because she done helped me. She done helped me with my business, and you know what I'm saying, for 3-4 years. And I mean, I really can't thank her enough for that. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure every chance I get, I can get her something to just show her how thankful I am, you know, with that. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, not too much into it, but I got siblings over there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, while she's sitting there doing that, I'm asking her for this, and she giving it to me when she knows she don't got to. But yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying, I try to make sure that I take care of my mama too, my peoples too.
No, like, and that's what like I said, bro, that's why I'm glad we was able to have this conversation. I'm even glad we was able to, like I said, I'm glad I've been put in a position where I can do this, Because again, everybody does it, but everybody don't have no real juice behind it. By juice, I mean like I'm giving you some knowledge that you might not have known. You giving me knowledge I may not have known. And this is a platform for anything creative, because you have to be a creative person to be an entrepreneur.
Right, yeah.
Because especially if you don't got, I call it sponsoring your kit. So especially if you don't got nobody with, how much you say it'll cost, in your professional opinion, how much do you say it'll cost to start up a clothing brand? Adding in your promotion and marketing, adding in your inventory, and then your knowledge. Like what does it take to be a brand?
So in my opinion, when people usually talk about like that and are saying like they want to start a brand, what can they do? They need a course, something like that. Knowledge is free. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody gave me any real I never had to pay for knowledge or nothing like that. I always just looked it up on my phone, you know what I'm saying? What to do here, manufacturers, designers, things like that. I just got put in the right direction, but I learned all of it myself. So I would say that's free, you know what I'm saying? Now when it comes to actually making clothes and actually getting everything in line, I would say a good first drop, with organic marketing, you know what I'm saying, really pushing out your marketing and your advertising, you can get something done $750 to $1,000. Like in realistic terms, you want to do even less. You want to do pre-order drop. You could probably do that in $200-$300. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you have to pay for is sample, site, a website, and some logos. You know what I'm saying? You can get that done in $250, $300. But for me, my biggest thing is going on this pre-made. I want to do a lot of pre-made items. So, because I want to be able to offer better quality to everybody, better service, get them things that they want. But at the same time, though, I still want to do the pre-order, because I want to make sure everyone gets their pieces. And it's just financially, it's good for me financially right now until I'm able to get, you know what I'm saying, to the point where I can make everything pre-made. Because if I could, I would, I swear.
So do you save more money? So in the fact of you save more money having it pre-made, or you save more money getting it processed? You
save more money getting it pre-order, made to order, because it's just like sometimes situations just aren't in your favor.
We talked about you getting into the fashion game. We talked about some of the things that go into it that a lot of people may or may not know. Because if you are trying to start a brand, I feel like Sean is the person you should talk to, especially bro, because you're young, you're really doing it, and you've been and I've seen you myself.
Right.
So I vouch for him, because again, I don't wear a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to rock my own brand, but this if I could tell you one thing for sure, this is good. It's good.
Appreciate
you. Gotta go take this to the dry cleaner. You can't throw this in the washer and dryer.
No, you can't throw it in the
But
dryer.
if you want to throw it in the washer and dryer, make sure you wash it and dry it on cold and follow the instructions on the tag. But man, getting back into it, man, I want to talk about just the person behind the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does Archive mean to Sean?
So I would say that, like, how I came up with it, basically. So if y'all don't know, I had a brand.
So how you came up with it, and then like what the meaning is.
Okay, so so a quick little backstory. I had an old brand called Eternal Suffer. Sound a little, you know what I'm saying, controversial, but I didn't really look at it like that, because that's just how I always kind of was. I was into like the skulls and the fire and stuff like that. So now, rebranded, in that rebranding phase, I was thinking about a brand. I was thinking like what I should do, you know what I'm saying, how I'm gonna go about the brand, what pieces I'm gonna drop for it. And I was really coming up with like things that I can make timeless pieces with, and I don't have to put my name on it all the time, or I don't have to go too design crazy. So I was, like I said, I was really getting into a lot of thrifted type of fashion. I would always like buy things off Grail, Depop, stuff like that, reworked pieces. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how they do Carhartts nowadays. They rework them, make them distressed, stuff like that. So I basically just came up kind of with the name Archive on some, this really doesn't have a big meaning behind it, and like just the hearing it, but I would think of it as like, damn, Hold on.
No, you good. So like, listen, you still.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, so like that's good because like I tell most people when they trying to start brands or podcast or you trying to be a videographer, whatever it is, make it something that people can say without even thinking about. Like,
right, yeah.
When people say underscore films, they like, oh, it's video.
Yeah.
When people think of archive, they gonna be like, man, it's timeless. Archive. What's archive? It's stuff that you put away. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they got
basically
pieces in their house that they archived away because they don't want everybody to see it. Cause
it's just kind of like how if you got your shoe collection that you really don't, you're not pulling these out the box. You know what I'm saying? But they real value.
Yeah.
They real valuable. So yeah, that's kind of how it was. It was a placeholder. It was like a placeholder name, and then I ended the artwear at the end of it because it's like clothes, you wearing them, you know what I'm saying? Just artwear. So archive is really just a placeholder name, but the actual definition of it just is what it says. And then just reworked upscale pieces from old rework upscale pieces to make them modern.
Okay, so when you talk about we talk about clothes. I know a lot it might go over people's head because a lot of people don't talk about pieces when they talk about clothes, but we are talking about clothes.
Yeah.
So when you said you go rework a piece, dang, I forget the name of the store, but they got these Carhartt jackets. And they got like some print, can't say it because I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? But they got a saying on the back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like stuff like that where you go buy a product and then you just put your own flair on it
and then
without.
you do your little 1-2 on it.
Sure.
So yeah, for me, it's more so on the, like for example, I feel like my first piece that I made was these jorts that I made last year.
Some jorts?
Yeah. See, so some jorts. So jorts really was out of style till like early last year. They came back, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta and everybody was making it a big deal. So I took it as my advantage to make jorts, which a lot of people really wouldn't wear. Made them a little bit longer, like how they do back in the day. But I put my 1-2 on them. You feel what I'm saying? I put all over graffiti print on them. I did the little wallet chains that came with them. Mm-hmm. So I just put my little touch to a piece that was already a fashion statement, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I went with what everybody was looking at right now, like, oh yeah, it is hot right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, let me do my little 1-2 on it and drop it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of things that I'm doing, and I like doing a lot of controversial stuff too. Like I'm into a lot of camo pieces, or I like loud pieces. Like, and that's crazy because as a bigger dude, I know a lot of them that don't like wearing like bright colors and like baggy clothes and stuff like that. But I'm getting into that because I'm just being more comfortable with being uncomfortable or shit that I was seeing as a kid. I'm like, hell no.
So speak on that because I don't never, and I thought about it when I was on my way here. I'm like, should I ask bro this shot? But it is a little different because even though I'm not as big as you know what I'm saying? I played D-line. Yeah. So like at a certain point in time, I was a little bit bigger than I am right now. And sometimes it's kind of hard to find fashionable stuff that you can wear without it look like Nike Techs is cool, the joggy, but sometimes you might just want to put something on. Like, I got the shirt, I got the pants, I got the joint. So, like, is it, being a bigger guy, was it harder for you to kind of swag it up, or you just already had it to where you could do some and-ones off the Dickie cargo?
I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. I always had, like, when I was earlier teenager, you know what I'm saying, like middle school, things like that, I was always the one that was known for like putting on that shit. Like I always had a good piece on, even if it was like back then it wasn't probably as many layers or anything. I always had the.
So what you said? What grade would you be in? What year would that be? What you said?
My nigga, I was
middle school.
Yeah, I was in.
That's what I'm saying.
From 5th grade, that's probably no, I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say 5th. You know, I walked in first day of school.
Cause you ain't that much younger than me. But I know like at a certain point in time, like it was only certain stuff that we was wearing.
Yeah,
like,
so the type of stuff I was wearing, like when I was in middle school, Jordans. I had some hard ass Jordans. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of jeans back then, but I found my pair. You know what I'm saying? My couple pairs. I do that. Off the Jordans. Yeah. I come Hot Topic graphic T-shirt. They don't know about the Hot Topic graphic T-shirts. I swear they don't.
They know about it. They just don't want to admit it because they feel like it's lame. But
yeah, no, I was,
in there.
Bro. What the prints, the Purple Rain cover, bro. I had you feel me? I had the Jordans, the reflective Jordans. Had the little Nike Tech pants off the Purple Rain tee.
That was
some
the
shit right
They
there.
was the streetwear before there was a bunch of streetwear.
Yeah,
stuff.
you feel what I'm saying? So it's really like I was always that type of I was always that one that really just had good fits on, and then it just carried on. You know, people start talking about my fits more, and then they try to give me like a backhand compliment because I'm bigger. They be like, oh, for a fat nigga, yeah, you can dress. I'm like, ah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be labeled as the fat nigga that can dress.
I mean, look, bro, the big guy is just back, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
I be trying to tell him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell him.
Because, you know, I done heard a couple things. It's just a little more protection, a little
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And then it get cold as hell outside. Feel me?
And then, too, you know how to cook? Oh, yeah. See, we gonna get off that because I don't want to take nobody, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, who are like some stylish guys that you see in the NFL? Because, you know, you are a football player.
Right.
That's, you know, at heart, you a football player. So, like, who are those guys that you watch every Sunday that just really, like, they wear stuff that you wouldn't see nobody else wear one?
In the NFL, though?
Yeah, in the NFL.
I don't know if I ain't really tuned in to no, like, NFL fits for real.
You need to get tuned in, bro.
Yeah, bro, I gotta tune into the NFL fits. Now on the basketball tip.
Okay, basketball.
I'ma go. I've been fucking with the way that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander been. Cause like that's the regular answer everybody would give you.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I look at it, like the pieces that he rocking right now is the pieces I want to get into, like the leather pants and the denim sets, and like just the different textures and fabrics and stuff like that. Them all type of pieces that I personally want to make, and I see myself putting on in the future. Yeah, I would say it's probably a couple more guys. I fuck with I think Kelly Oubre Jr.
So we sitting right here in the vault, man. So kind of talk about the relationship you got with with JB in the vault, and kind of just talk about some things that y'all working on.
So yeah, man. It was kind of like it just happened. You know what I'm saying? We ended up following each other on the gram and whatnot. He was one of those guys who want to start the clothing brand, but just kind of needed like a little bit of direction with it. But that man looked at me crazy. He didn't even know what was going on.
Said you needed help, youngin. He said he can get you some game.
But you did need my help though.
Didn't.
Why you didn't?
Cause you didn't hit me up.
Pull up to the Ferrari store. Did I hit you for some kid work, bro? I don't know, bro.
For your pants, nigga.
Oh man. Oh, Kevin for the camera. No, okay.
Don't bring my shit.
Okay, but we still at the end of the day, we still got it in for both our brands.
Yeah, we did it.
Basically what I was kind of saying was, the first interaction was good, genuine work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Awkward, but it was good, genuine work. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we kind of just, you know what I'm saying? I really wanted to be more involved. I knew that was my opportunity to be more involved in the behind the scenes of like brand work, things like music videos, which I'm not too much into it, but like I just want to be there so I can see how all this shit going down.
Well, actually, speaking on that, bro, because I think a lot of artists have worn some of your stuff. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I done got my pieces myself. I done got my pieces to a couple guys. I remember my first time I got my piece to my old Eternal Suffer piece to Baby Smooth. I was at one of his concerts and I threw that bitch on the stage. He posted it. Nigga, I lost my mind when I see, cause Baby Smooth was like for like 4 years straight favorite rapper ever, like. And then I ended up seeing that shit, and then that shit was just crazy to me. And I'm like, he was saying it was hard, you know what I'm saying? And then just like, little people, like people who trying to do little shit that's coming out, you know what I'm saying, underground.
So like you would say Baby Smooth was like the top one that you, cause I thought I seen Baby Money with some of your stuff on, but I think it might have been somebody else.
See, I talked to Baby Money about it because I met him at a game,
Okay.
and I talked to him. I got his number, everything. I was trying to swing him a beanie.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening was he just never ended up coming back to the game.
Yeah, just
He
rapping
told me,
shit.
so, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but that's my big thing though. But I don't want to give my pieces. See, I want to give my pieces to a lot of people like that, but I don't want to give them to everybody because I feel like, well, for one, a lot of shit that they see, they think it's the hardest shit ever. Like, it's no shade to a lot of these brands, but like some of this shit be copy and paste.
For sure.
So
That's a lot
my
of
theory is niggas in Michigan, they they see some shit that's already been played out, but they think it's hard
Detroit,
as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, Detroit is burnout city, and I love my city. I love it to death. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody that know, they know. If it's a way to, like you just said with the clothes, bro.
Yeah.
With you having this style, it's gonna be a million guys with this style. Like it's gonna be the same joint, damn near. They might change. It might be Barack Obama.
You feel me?
It might be Martin Luther King, but it's gonna be that same thing where they just oversaturate what's going on.
That's why I'm trying to put my pieces in more of a controversial state. But I still want everybody to buy. Like, you know what I'm saying? The money is gonna come for me. I really want everybody in my pieces. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I converted my brand to the way it is now, because I want to be able to drop different things for different families of buyers.
You expand yourself.
Yeah, bro.
That's what a lot of
but I
people
still
get
want to
stuck
keep my same, like what I want to do, my originality. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to ride a trend just because. I just want to make my own shit. And if you like my shit, you're gonna buy my shit. If you don't buy my shit, you can support my shit. If you don't support my shit, get the fuck on. Shit, you feel what I'm saying?
That's how I think. That's how I think in my head. You know, I can't say that. I can't say that out loud. That's why you might. For all the ops, this ain't going on camera. For all the ops, it's my young boy. Pack your ass down. It ain't JB. Pack your ass down.
Oh, that nigga got the CEO right now. He ready to do something
For
bad.
all the ops that have beef with me, you gotta see my youngins. You hear me? But damn, bro. It's so much that you're doing, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I really want to commend you, bro, because even when I was 17, I really didn't know that I wanted to pursue the camera stuff as serious as I do now. But to kind of have that thing where it's like, shit, I can do this right now. Because, you know, me personally, when I was in high school, bro, I didn't really think that I could do everything that I'm doing right now and then it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I more so was like, I'm going to either have to go get a job or I'm going to have to be, I want to play football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't really think about it too much until I, got asked that question, like, what you really want to do? And it was around like my junior year, so that's what I'm saying. We got a lot of similarities in our journeys of, being able to find our lane. So that's for sure.
My story was, so I remember I was 13. Cousin a little bit older than me, he had a job. Pops, let me get a job with my cousin. He tell me, I'm 13, he say, you don't need no job unless you're gonna work for yourself, right? So
hard.
You feel me?
That's
And
hard.
he an entrepreneur.
That's
You
hard.
know what I'm saying? He get it out.
That's hard.
So that's when that kicked in, and like I always knew from high school to my whole high school career, all 4 years, I always knew that I wanted to do this brand shit. Like, and it's a lot of ups and downs that I had. I promise, it was a lot of ups and downs. And
There's
knowing,
a lot of ups and downs with anything.
yeah, with anything, but like,
well,
I feel like when you was around that age, younger, like you really don't got control of none of that 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of things where I could have been like, fuck it, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna get rid of it, come back to it. I haven't let down at all. Like, I might have had some downtime, mental health time, for what I'm saying, but I'm, you know what I'm saying, I haven't let down on it. I'm keeping this shit coming because I know it's gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna get my, you know what I'm saying, my little 1-2. I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do for a minute. I'm gonna relocate, this, that, you know what I'm saying. Really, like, the shit is like tatted on me. Like, I got archive tatted on me.
Oh, that's fire.
So it's kind of like I can't get rid of this shit. You know what I'm saying? This really gonna be my first love for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's just gonna take me farther than football would. But I'm always gonna have my football niggas, you know, pop out to the games. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
All my NFL niggas and college niggas.
So do you think, like, cause NIL is a big thing? And yes, we talking about NIL on Creativez Only Podcast.
Too much money for me.
Putting y'all on to how to get this money.
Too much fucking money.
Why you trying to get this money?
Yeah,
in the
man.
words of Super Ray. But do you feel like you'll get involved in that with, like, having athletes and being able to kind of, once you get big enough, because again, with that type of stuff, you can still do it right now, but to make sure everybody is cool, to have, you gotta have some type of infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But is that something that you want to pursue when you get to that next level?
Yeah. Okay. So what I already am kind of doing now is, I'm happy to be surrounded by a lot of, like, good athletes, great
most
athletes.
definitely.
You
For
know what I'm
sure,
saying?
yes.
Or
It's
you know what I'm
always
saying?
a
All my
plus.
Division I guys. You know, I got a couple guys like in the league who I train with, stuff like that. I'm starting to set them up with getting them pieces. You know what I'm saying? Helping out a little bit on their side. If you know what I'm saying, because they was guys who they was with me when I was just starting. I was showing them the idea and shit, and now they kind of doing a little bit more. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna swing you this. You know what I'm saying? You can keep it genuine. Like you ain't gotta be out there. Oh yeah, it's my man, it's promote. You know what I'm
Overly
saying?
promoting it.
Yeah,
Ain't
but
no such
like,
thing as over
yeah, it's
promoting,
no such
if
thing.
you know, you know.
But you get what I'm saying.
for
Like,
sure.
swing them pieces. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what you got on? It's my man's brand. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A
for
couple
sure.
followers off that. Shit like that. Like I'm getting it. I'm getting them into it because a lot of those guys too. They not really fashion heavy or camera heavy. Like you know what I'm saying? They don't really like do stuff like that. So I'm teaching teaching them like you can throw this on with this. And then like as far as like fits and shit like that.
You expanding their horizons.
Yeah.
But but real shit though, you expanding their horizons, bro, because you got to think that's like a resume builder for them because now you got to think you an established brand, you working with another established brand, which is the Vault. You know what I'm saying? You working with a store that's in the city, you working with people that want the community to be as good as possible. But you also giving that opportunity because now somebody that couldn't get an NIL deal, now they can say, hey, these are the people I work with. These are, you know what I'm saying, these is the brand. So now you able to help. I don't even know if you was thinking about it like that, but that's another way you able to monetize what you're doing because by you just giving bro a piece for free, now he able to do his thing and model. He might have a homie that take pictures. So it's always a cycle of giving when you're doing it for the right reason. Like most people, they like, bet I'm about to just make this shirt, I'm about to make a couple dollars off of it, and I'm done with it. That's how you stagnate yourself. When you able to say, you know what, I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna do the interview with bro. We gonna really kick game, and we really didn't kick game. So like I said, I just appreciate being able to have this conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? But that's some of the things that I want people to understand. I want a lot of people that watch, listen to it on podcasts. If you watch it on YouTube, if you just see it on Instagram, like that's what I want people to get. Like you able to get a little bit of knowledge, you able to get a little bit of something that can help change your life by just being a creative person. You know what I'm saying? So, is there anybody you want to shout out? Any projects or anything that you kind of getting ready to release? Like what's going on?
So my biggest thing this year was to just stay consistent. Now that like football is over with and stuff like that, I can really lock in, do what I gotta do. Stay ahead of schedule. That was my biggest thing, staying ahead of schedule. So now a lot of pieces getting sampled right now. Don't know if I got anything coming this month. If just, the time go right, but for sure next month I'm rolling out pieces. I'm going on shit like denim and doing stuff like that. So now,
you able to get back into the mix because you see what's going on.
Yeah, my audience is finna switch up stuff like that. Really, I just want to say, I appreciate all my support. From the guys who not on the camera to the guys, outside.
For sure.
I appreciate all of them, and really just I'm gonna keep. Coming consistent, That's really the only thing. That's my biggest thing ever, just consistency. Because I do got genuine love for it. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole wrap around of entrepreneurship and influencing. So it's just as the days go by, a lot of good things gonna come from my brand, my personal brand, just myself, and then the guys who I surrounded myself with. You know what I'm saying? Like. Them right here.
Yeah, cause now I'm about to talk some real money talk. We in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
First quarter.
You ain't really even like a football game. You know what I'm saying? We filling out the opponent, seeing what they on. So next quarter we can go ahead. If we ain't score this quarter, we can score next quarter.
Yeah.
If we ain't score that quarter, we can score next quarter. But you at least got a plan in place to be able to do what you're trying to do.
The biggest thing is, bro, you ain't never got to rush nothing, bro. You can wait your turn, bro. You can sit on a bench for 3 quarters. You can go dumb as hell 4th quarter. I don't give a fuck if it's trash time. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of people who ain't start playing football until they was in high school. They senior year of high school and they been in the league for 30 years.
Saying, bro? Yeah, you feel what I'm saying, bro? You can wait your turn, bro. You can stay patient. Just put your head down, keep grinding. It's gonna happen. If you really love that shit and like you passionate about it and you'll do whatever to keep it going, you gonna wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I had to sit back and look at and wait and just wait for my turn. You know what I'm saying? And now I can really feel like it's happening. You know what I'm saying? I can feel, because just based off of what I was going through last year on the mental side of things and like just like actually being involved in it, now I feel like I'm really involved. Like doing things like this is exciting for me. Like my kid self, like when I first was thinking about the brand, like I would be happy as hell seeing this right now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of good things to take in from even just this setting right here. But going into this whole year, I just plan on really being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Really showing my genuine passion for it. Not really doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing.
For sure. And one thing I'll leave you with, because we are gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Is getting a little hot over here in a good way though. In a good way. I want you to more so think about perspective this year. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something. Because on my 23rd birthday, I said I'm gonna think about perspective. Like that's my main mission until I turn 24. It's gonna be something else. So this year of my life is perspective. Because there's a lot of things that we go through that may seem bad at the time, but then when you look back at it, you say, man, this really prepared me for this, or it prepared me for that. So that's something I want you to, think about, because you are still young on this journey, and you are going to, blow up, because, you're around people that want to see you elevate, and you're around energy that is of elevation. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, think about that. And any and everybody, I just challenge you to think about the perspective of where you at, because not everybody is going to be at the top. By no means am I at the top, but I'm in a good spot, not comfortable, but I'm comfortable in the position that I play. I'm not comfortable by no means.
For sure.
Because I know I could be doing more, but my perspective of that is there's a lot of people that's doing what I do that can't do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I look at it too on the brand side of things.
Yeah, and that's how you look at it in general.
Yeah, just in general.
Because, being an entrepreneur, it's a life thing. It's not just about the money, because you're never going to make the money back that you put in.
Right.
And like you just said, your kid was sponsored by your mom, but that's, you know what I'm saying, that's mom giving what she can. So, you know what I'm saying? But to come from the bottom, to know what it feel like to be at the bottom, and then, start building yourself up to where, once you get to the top, you can look back and be like, man, I really, you know what I'm saying, I really did.
Yeah, I look at all just progress, good progress. Any progress is good progress, even if it's 0.1%. You know what I'm saying? And I don't ever look at anything like a loss. It's always a lesson to me.
Yeah, as long as you did something different from yesterday to today, you're in a good spot.
As far as the brand thing, like all those times where I just probably didn't have enough money to get samples, or like I just wasn't motivated to market. I'm looking back at it now and I'm like, all right, now I'm knowing what I can do better and how I can set myself up to probably just be more motivated or just manage my money better as I'm going through drops and samples and pieces and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, bro.
Most definitely. But, this again, bro, I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all go follow, bro. What's the Instagram that they follow? Because I know you got a
brand page is ArchivedArtWear, and then main Instagram is ArchiveChubs. Y'all can follow me on both of those. I'll follow y'all back. Not on the brand page, though. Not on the brand page.
You gonna be looking crazy. They gonna think you one of the bots, man. Yeah. But yeah, bro, make sure y'all go follow, bro, on everything possible, man. Like I always say, one thing I will tell you, bro, start doing like Twitch or something. Start like live streaming. You know what I'm saying? That's a good game to get into, especially with you having a brand and knowing a lot of athletes. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna give you too much, because y'all be stealing and still don't be doing nothing with it. But again, bro, I appreciate you for coming on, man. This is another episode of Creativez Only, man. Make sure y'all stay creative, and we'll catch y'all on another one. Oh, wait. Make sure y'all go like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Because that is how we going to be able to keep bringing you these beautiful productions. But make sure you follow and subscribe, bro, to watch him as his journey just keeps going and keep going and keep going.
Yes, sir.
Because eventually you're going to be sitting, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be in the joint, you know what I mean? I'm going to be like, what's up, buddy? How you feeling, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, this is not the first, this is not the last, man. This has been another episode of Creativez Only, man. Make sure y'all staying creative out there and be blessed.